It's time for baseball. We've got the Oakland Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports.
One of the great stoppers, the guy who gets a win when you need it most. Today, the starter, Roy Halladay. Downtown Toronto is the site. This is the Rogers Center. This is where the Blue Jays play. Gary Thorne, John Kruk, Steve Phillips, 2K Major League Baseball. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be today as he goes against Oakland?
Well, you know, just when you face Roy Halladay, you have to be aggressive early in the count because when he gets into that sequence of pitches, he's unhittable.
Here's the lineup for the A's.
That's a prodigious lineup right here. Names that everybody recognizes. A lot of threats in this lineup and no breaks for the opposing pitchers.
Henderson tries to do some damage now. Toronto won last night and like to bring out the brooms here tonight, hoping to sweep 3-0 against the A's. Halladay with the delivery. That one's low and away. Ball one. They take the victory. I think they knew that they were going to come out on top in that one.
Well, and that's just getting the job done.
1-0 on the way. Oh, my, that one came inside and plucked him.
I don't think this was the game plan when they sat down before the game even started. First batter takes his base by getting hit with a pitch.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Blue Jays and their defensive alignment. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Vernon Wells' defense is very underrated. People don't understand that because of the offensive numbers he puts up, they overlook his defense. But he's just as valuable on that side of the ball as he is on the offensive side. Takes a lot of hits away from players.
He'll lead off the home half of the first. And the first pitch. That's off the plate away, 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
He delivers on the outside corner, 1-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
1-1 on the way. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a four-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
Fastball, that's well off the plate, 2-2. And that's inside, and he's worked it to a full count.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
3-2 on the way. That misses ball four. Now you got to be watching for that steal down there.
Well, after a long, epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk. Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit. But the hitter will take the walk.
Chance now to check the lineup, this time for the Blue Jays. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a center fielder that hits in the middle of the lineup and produces home runs and RBIs, Vernon Wells is the guy you want to keep an eye on here today. He has that power bat. Anytime you make a mistake, especially middle in, he'll take you out of the ballpark, and he'll win games for you with his glove and with his bat.
He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Halladay with the delivery. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
He throws that cut fastball up and into the hitter. Kind of surprised him. He couldn't offer at it.
Here's the pitch. Missed badly with that curve there. 1-1.
But you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Good moving cutter, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Curveball. Ooh, where did that miss? 2-2. Sinker misses, and it's full. 3-2.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
The 3-2 pitch. And this is bounced foul to the left side. And on a full count. And that's another foul ball.
Well, 3-2, that's called the payoff pitch. And I tell you what, he's going to make him throw another one because of the fact that he got that pitch on the outside part of the plate. A great pitcher's pitch, but he fouled it off to keep himself alive.
And that half inning finished with a strikeout. Bats continue to be silenced by Roy Halladay. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Jose Bautista now will stand. In. Home run king last year, #1 in the league. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. Starts him out with a sinker for a strike.
Well, listen, the one thing with a good sinker ball, a pitcher can be aggressive, and he's aggressive with his. He really could be a one-pitch pitcher just with this sinker.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it gets down. That's hit #2, making good contact.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with.
And be sure to tune in next Wednesday. We'll be watching the Texas Rangers playing on the road. They'll be in Detroit to take on the Tigers. That will kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, Gary, do you think John will buy us dinner in town that time we go watch that ball game?
He'll lead off the 7th inning. The pitch. Sinker drops in for a called strike.
He threw that one exactly where he wanted it, down and in.
And that's a strike. Chavez is going to have to be very protective here.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses. 1-2.
Well, his pitch count right now is up in triple digits, over 100 pitches. He could be running on fumes right now. The pitching coach, though, is going to have to keep an eye and just to see if he has that same movement on his pitches as he had earlier in the game. If he doesn't, you better go get him.
This one's grounded foul, wide of first. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. Strikeout number 10 today.
Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good two-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact. Let's take a look at last year's rankings and see how the Oakland Athletics fared. Third and stolen bases, sixth in triples, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Grounded out last time. Runner on second and 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Here's a curveball that bounces to the plate. That misses up and away. Ball 2. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. 2-1.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
Comes set. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. And the run is in. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball, to be able to pick up the hit.
Now our State Farm leaderboard, looking at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. Third, the Yankees. The Twins fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today. And I tell you what, they got guys who can take you out of the ballpark, but they also hit a ton of extra base hits. So they keep double plays out of order. That's why they're so successful in that category.
Two outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. Line drive. That's foul towards first. The pitch.
Strike two.
Now it's popped up behind home plate. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award.
Well, yeah, I agree. Complete games seem to be a dying art, but every now and again, someone tosses a gem like this one. What I like is that even though he wasn't perfect, his manager gave him the chance and showed enough confidence in him that he could get the job done and finish it off, and he did.
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this. Pretty good offensive attack.
Well, when you're on the road, to have this kind of offense, it takes the hometown crowd out of the game and really helps your chances.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.